Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we build an inverted press. It wasn't quite the plan when we started, but it did the job. I think long term I'm going to need to get a different jack in here so that it doesn't have to be inverted, but for right now it worked. So this is how I built my inverted press stand. Right, I've thought about this several times, and after much umming and ahhing I've decided I'm going to try something a bit different today. So I've got a whole bunch of metal there. I have a totally useless, because these things are useless, bottle press there. And I have a water pump in need of the shaft being driven out of the impeller. So I thought I'd have a go at making myself a little press today. Right, I've got more metal over there still, and this is upside down, but this is what I'm thinking. We mount the press on there, obviously it's upside down. We're looking for about this height, so these need trimming off to that height. And these will need cutting to that size as well. We will put something in the middle here to make sure it's the same distance as this at the bottom. So we'll cut something down and weld it in there. And repeat on this side. And then as a base, we'll come across with long ones like this from bottom to bottom. It's going to be pretty heavy, but that's what I thought I might try. So we'll see how we get on. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I was thinking when I was talking about it. We'll see if it's going to work. I realise that I've left myself a huge area here to try to bring a, build things up, because I don't know how far this comes down, probably about here. So, how far it extends. So, but anyway, okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to weld it all up because it's just tacked. I'm going to make sure it's strong, and then we'll give it a go. Right, and here is my finished draft of a press. Still a bit warm, upside down. And the idea is that I pump this, okay, onto whatever it is I'm pumping, and it should be great. Here's the problem, and a lot of you probably already know this, but I certainly didn't. But when I turn this upside down, let's get it in. When I turn this upside down, this pump doesn't work. See, it doesn't move. So I've got no hydraulic press. So that's a bit disappointing. Now, what I don't know is it that I need to get this filled with oil? Because if it's all, if the compression's from if the fluid comes in at the bottom to push, then that bottom's now at the top. Or do I need one that actually works upside down, in which case I need to cut this off and do it? Or what? I don't know. So that was the idea anyway. And then, in order to get some height, I would have done this with various bits. the impeller would have come here and we would have pushed it out. Bugger. Well, that's quite amusing in many ways, but none that I like. Alright, this jack does say it's for lifting only. This isn't going to be much use long term, but I might be able to replace it. But in the meantime, as you can't really see in the camera, but I've got the impeller here. Let's actually come and have a closer look. So I've put it in upside down. You can see I've got the impeller in there. I've got a nice long bolt going up into it like that. And we're now going to give it a go and see if the whole contraption just crashes, breaks, or if it will come out. Well, there we go. I think I need to do that a bit further, but that seems to have done the trick. Ta-da! Well, look at that. Same view. So there we go. Okay. So good, worked. I just need to get a jack that actually works downwards. It does actually say for lifting and only, so we'll have a go at repairing this in the next episode. Maybe. Right, I think we'll stop this episode here. It's not perfect by any means. The welding is my typical, really quite beautiful welding. If I get back to it, if I can find a jack that can go on here upside down, I will cut this off and I'll clean off the welding a bit, because actually I think this will work for me. It's all I need, and it's small enough that I can put out the way, and when it's the other way up, you know, it's actually fairly stable. If I've got something, you know, I can always put it on here and separate this and stuff like that. So actually, you know, as a kind of part-time press, if I can find something that goes upside down, then this would be great. Anyway, all of that just to get the impeller off. I think I could have other uses, but not today. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it quite amusing that we ended up getting it off this way, because I did. And please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Bye.